Authentic detectives never evaluated the letters. David Cohen's name was in the letters, written by Gail Burson. And he lived in Mount Lebanon with Ming Na Wen. Remember that bridge that fell? Their crowd ran recklessly at Kelly's school, down where Shulman lived at Cellar Run, which is a very pregnant name under the circumstances, given what Carbonell was working for Herbert Simon and what they extruded for Andrea Swimmer's crowd. Now, it's in the text of my blog. But Michael Reagan can get away with promoting extremely brutal and sickening sexual aggression towards a 9-year old for Yoko Ono with the help of Migno Wen and Carbonell by saying that I was framing his father, when in reality, the evidence shows skinhead divine comedy that at the time I was reaching out to Reagan. This stuff is going on. We don't know who did it. Why don't you help me? I was tortured, and I sent something about what happened to me to pause for, which the pit security still have. Now, instead, they pounced on me and said I was frame rigging and made it mandatory that I frame rig when I didn't want to. They made it mandatory that that I questioned did he do it and disprove the claim that he did it. And the more I learned, the more it looked like the reason for that was the whole thing was a hustle and a trick. His attorneys from the FEMA had me in D.C. the day he claims he was shot. He comes out and waves to me the night before. Okay. And then they have this business with Dalai calling me to announce Lenin and then claiming all this stuff isn't, it's just a story. They're disputing what it is, right? For Putin and Boris Badnov. I mean, Boris Johnson, the inside elite crowd of the so-called Arts Council, which is a council of dictators who threaten nuclear because they want to save the world with COVID-19. And Exxon's an equal opportunity employer and all this rubbish. When they have just divested from everything but nuclear bombs, they don't want anybody teaching in public schools. I mean, I barely got classes in ecology at this late day, which is what we should be doing, right? We shouldn't be racing around school buses. We should be divesting from people like that, which is what I really reached out to Reagan about. Nobody listened. Obama was like, no, he was cat and mouse with the pussy. I want Maduro to serve Armstrong Williams' concept of this war game that we clocked to the AIDS attack on Mount Desert Island. And we'll keep it private and build momentum for COVID-19. And they play from the media, make a puppet show things like Killer Queen, because what they wanted to do was spread. And they have all these guys saying, oh, well, that's Dan Savage has been running a program of Jim Jones spread. And they say, nobody gets out of here alive. That's Oliver Stone. You got the ticket, you got the ticket, you got to join the merry orgy of death. And this is all Yoko Ono's so-called psychology. It's really widespread in New York. Spike Oldby, man, Spike Oldby, he thinks it's brilliant. He calls it poetic justice. The bottom line was public education has been scuttled. Ordinary journalism has been scuttled. Ordinary judicial processes have been scuttled. So these monsters can run amok. And they're not white versus black. They're a tag team of white and black. They're called the Green Party. They make it look by doing signifier, get one of them, get one of that, get one of them, get one of that. They put on a little puppet show of they choked Geo Floyd, geopolitical Floyd, Pink Floydism. They choke him to death. Nobody can breathe after that, right? Everybody can't breathe. This island Earth, I can't breathe by Brian Ferry. I can't breathe. The movie Diva where they talk about the thing in the kid's mailbag, right? I can't breathe. They kill Cersei Kennedy. He can't breathe. So run into the streets, spread the COVID-19 for the black man, because it's all for Pan-Africanism. Pan-Africa will prevail. This is what's really happening because of Carnegie Mellon University and the University of Pittsburgh and the psychotic aspects of the psychology of building an ark and saying it's making up for the ancestors. And they have black men, with their swastikas for the Duchess Bank. I mean, it's ridiculous, mindless, hysterical rubbish. When what we need to do is clarify that drama was at work. They were putting on an entertainment system to go along with this as a storytelling, disputing as we go, through the merry-go woods with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Vladimir Putin. To grandmother's house we go. That's what they're doing.